Okay, so my dogs are barking and all that stuff, so I had to pause it there for a second. Oh, it started over. It started over. The video started over. I guess I didn't pause it. It started over. I thought I paused the video. Okay, so it's 2/17/2024. I got hit all day today. They're hitting my thighs, my knees, my heart, up here, hitting everything all day. What they like to do is they like to electrocute my chin. They hit my chin. They electrocute my chin, which is super painful, and it pisses me off. It pisses me off. Um, so we got people by the house. We got people by the house. I went into the living room tonight, and there's a guy sitting in his brand new truck, staring at the house. You know, staring at the house. They why are they there? They don't stop it. They don't stop this guy. The president could be sitting in front of my house, and they won't stop. They won't stop. These dipshits, they're all methed out. You know, they smoke weed all day long. They smoke meth all day long, and some of them drink all day long. You know, and that's what these people do. You know, so there was a truck sitting out there earlier tonight, around 6, 7 o'clock, staring at the house. Well, it's like, what's the message there? Are you trying to intimidate me? Are you trying to intimidate the perps? Well, it's not working. I mean, why are you there? You know, I used to have people coming around the house all the time. I've had brand new black Cadillac SUVs parked in front of the house, and you know, these guys have the authority to kill these people, and they still don't stop. They still don't stop. You know, they don't stop. So, um, I got tortured for about 7 8 hours tonight. I was in I mean, I was laying on my bed all day today. Just getting hit, getting hit in the knee, getting hit in the leg, getting hit not in the heart. Well, they did hit my heart, but they hit me on this side too, in the middle of my chest, and they can affect your breathing. They can make it hard for you to breathe, and all this stuff. You know, it's unreal, you guys. Um, the thing, when I made the video last night, the reason why I'm making a video tonight is because, um, what well, I forgot to mention this last night. They were blowing marijuana in my room last night again when my dogs were in there. So I had to rush everyone out, take my dogs out of the room, get out of the room, you know, because it was that skunky smell. So you're like, is there? I mean, they get that skunky marijuana that smells like skunk. So I'm like, is there a skunk outside? You know, or what? But it was skunky marijuana. It smells like skunk. And they put that in your room, and you think, oh my god, there must be a skunk outside. I gotta take dogs in and all this stuff. But it's actually marijuana. Skunky marijuana. It smells like skunk, you know. So they're putting that in my room last night. And they've been doing this quite a bit of time, you know, quite a few times. They did it a few weeks ago. They've been doing it for a little while. Where you think there's a skunk outside, I gotta take dogs in. I don't want to get sprayed by a skunk, but it's weed. You know, they're putting that skunky weed in your room. Um, like I say, the bitch next door. Um, there's a galvanized pipe going from her house to my house when I was getting the chemicals. I was getting all these different chemicals and all shit, you know. And so now they're putting weed into my bedroom. Um, you know, I was getting all these chemicals into my bedroom and all this stuff when I was getting tortured super hard. Not as bad as I'm getting it now. I was getting tortured pretty hard back in 2015, 2016. But those guys never did this to me. I mean, um, 2016 they put a little marijuana smoke in my room, and that was it. I mean, they didn't do it. This guy that's been around for the last couple of years, he has no limits. He has no limits. He I don't know how he's getting away with it. Sending me to the hospital all the time, give me heartburn, torture my teeth, make me throw up, give me diarrhea. I don't know how he's getting away with all this stuff. But this guy has tortured me worse than I've been tortured since 2015, 2016. I haven't been hit this hard since 2015. Um, and they can, I don't know what they do, if they light the marijuana on fire or what they do, but they blow it in your house. It's so strong that you have to leave your room and shut the door because the marijuana is so strong. And marijuana is not illegal in Minnesota, you guys. It's not illegal in Minnesota. Um, maybe I don't want to get high off marijuana. I don't like that feeling. So I mean, maybe some people would enjoy being in a room full of marijuana smoke. Maybe some people would like that. I don't smoke pot. I did it a handful of times and it did nothing for me. You know, did nothing for me. So I don't smoke weed. I don't do drugs. And all stuff. Everyone. I know everyone. Maybe you guys are pro marijuana and all this stuff. I just don't do it. I don't. It makes you feel like woo. It just doesn't do anything for me. I have a few drinks and I go to bed, and that's what I do. But the thing is, my dogs are in here and they're blowing marijuana smoke in here, and the fucking bitch next door, she's a fucking bitch, and she's going to prison, and these guys are going to prison for the rest of their life, and they can go out there and bang against the fence, bang on the garbage cans, bang, bang, bang. I can go out there and do the same thing. If I go out there and do the same thing, if I go out there and fight back, you know what they'll do to me? They'll call the cops on me. They'll call the cops on me. If I go out there and do the same thing, they'll call the cops on me. And that's what they'll do if you fight back. Just like Romola D. Romola D fought back. Oh, that bitch came out there and said, "You're taking pictures of my kid and all this stuff and all." And she fought back. She's like, "I don't give a shit about your kids and all this stuff." What'd she do? She went in the house and called the cops. And Romola D got locked up for 3 or 4 days in the psych ward. So that's what they do. They try to provoke you. And then when you do fight back, they'll call the cops on you and say you're harassing them. You're fighting. You're doing it to them. When you have no criminal history, you have no run-ins with the police, you have no history of mental illness. It's unreal. It's unreal. If anybody looked at my history, I have been in and out of this house my whole life, and always got along with my neighbors, and always had a job, and I don't do drugs. I don't break the law. And then all of a sudden, you're 42 years old and you got diagnosed with mental illness. You just woke up one day. You woke up one day and heard voices. You woke up one day and heard voices. It's unreal. when you're 42 years old and you have no history of mental illness. And by the way, I have my Class A license. I took the truck driving course. I was trying to start a new career, and they ruined that for me. There is no history of mental illness until I was 42 years old. Well, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. They can keep on sending me to the psych ward, keep on trying to discredit me and all this stuff, and it doesn't make sense. You just don't get mental illness when you're 42 years old and you have schizophrenia, delusional disorder, you've had a heart attack, you got heartburn, they're torturing your teeth, they make you throw up for almost a year, and you have diarrhea for 5 months. I mean, it doesn't add up. When you are a healthy male and they do blood work on you, and your blood work comes back, they do a CAT scan on you, your organs, oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, what the guys say? They did a CAT scan on me, checked all my organs, and they're like, it's unremarkable. Everything was fine. My blood work is fine. It just, they're not covering their tracks. If somebody investigated this, it would come back like, you're a dipshit. It's bullshit. If we ever got in front of a real doctor that wasn't taken by these guys, they got doctors involved, they got nurses involved, they got the police involved, everyone's involved. Dr. John Hall wrote to somebody in the military that was kind of high up, and you know what he told Dr. John Hall? He's like, yeah, tell him to go to the hospital. Run to the hospital. He said, run to the hospital so they could get diagnosed. And they think they're covering their tracks. When you're 40, 50, 60 years old, you don't have a history of mental illness. It's just stupid. But anyway, I want to tell you about the marijuana. So they're doing marijuana because they sit around. They're losers. They don't leave the house. They're losers. They don't leave the house for days. And they sit there and smoke marijuana, smoke meth, drink wine all day long. That's all these people do all day long. I don't even think they sleep. Their lights are on all day long. And they sit there and they smoke pot. And they think they're a rock star. They think they're a damn rock star. Here's free drugs. Here's prostitutes. Here's free booze. Here you go. You're a damn rock star, and you can't be touched. If these people really think they can't be touched by the most powerful agency in the world, they really are that fucking stupid. They really are that fucking stupid. If you think you can't be touched by the most powerful agency in the world, the number 2 powerful agency in the world, you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. Or you're on meth and you don't care. These people really don't know how stupid they are. They really don't know how stupid they are. I'm telling you guys right now, the path for them is death or prison. Death or prison. And that goes for all of them. All of them. Death or prison. And when they're in prison, they're going to be experimented on. They're going to be experimented on when they're in prison for the rest of their life. They're going to be in a concrete box with no lights, no blankets, no pillow. You're going to be laying on the damn floor. And you're going to be tortured 24 hours a day. They're going to be in a prison overseas, and they're going to get tortured for the rest of their life. And their life ain't going to be that long. They're going to turn on these drug addicts. They don't care about these drug addicts. They're dispensable, they're disposable, and they're going to use them and abuse them, and they disappear, and you never see them again. And that's in my program anyway. They went through 20 of these assholes, and you never see them again. They're not in town. You never see them again. You never see them again. They can't bring them back because they're either in prison or dead, But they're stupid. They think they're untouchable. They're stupid. I just wish they knew how stupid they were. And I'll tell you something. I don't know if this program is this evil or if it's these people that are this evil. When I used to chemicals, they used to give me a chemical, like a powder in my room that would ground me. I mean, it would ground me. It would take out all the electron stress. Well, they got so abusive, they stopped doing that. My dogs had electron stress in them, and you go in the backyard and you put your feet on the ground and you'd feel this electronic stress leave your body. So they stopped doing that. They get so abusive. They're so damn abusive. They can't handle these weapons. They can't handle this. And I don't know, man. We'll have to see what happens. I'm trying to figure out how to stop this for all of us. Get me in front of Congress. I'll tell my story, and I'll bring about 1,000 TIs with me. Get me in front of Congress. I'll tell my story. I'll show my injuries, and I'll have about 1,000 TIs with me. And Dr. Duncan, Dr. Hall can come with me too, and Len Bear can come with me too. Let's get in front of Congress and tell our stories, and get this stopped. There needs to be an investigation, and we need compensation. We need big compensation for this torture. So that's what I got to say tonight, you guys. Anyway, I'm chilling out. I'm having a drink and watching YouTube videos, but I thought I would tell you about the marijuana. They're putting marijuana in my house, and I gotta rush everyone out of my room, and I might have to move to a different room. Either sleep in the living room, or we got a spare bedroom upstairs. Sleep in a better bedroom. If they're gonna keep on doing this, I'm gonna make some calls on Monday. I'm gonna use my relative's phone, make some calls on Monday, and there's people by the house. There's people all by the house, but they're not doing anything, but sitting by the house. Who are they? The FBI, the contract? I don't know who they are. Driving newer trucks and stuff like that. So but they don't do anything. They don't stop these people. So what's the point? Anyway, I'm gonna cut this off, you guys. You guys have a good night. Have a good weekend. Let's stop this. Let's march together. We need people to march together and stop this for all of us. And if you have kids, we need to stop it for them. We can't let them go through this. So I'll talk to you guys later.